We'll call the meeting to order. Is there any public comment? Seeing none, please note the roll.
Any emails received?
Moving on, we'll go to the consent agenda items. First is going to be the regular meeting of the Board of Directors held on December 4th of 2024. Also, the regular meeting of the Michigan South Central Power Agency Board of Commissioners held on November 7th of 2024. Also included in departmental reports, which is going to be the Board of Public Utilities operation reports and financial statements for November of 2024, the bills and accounts for period ending December 31st of 2024, and the power supply cost projections. Is there any questions on any of those items?
Nope.
See none,
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay.
Support.
Got a motion of support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Thank you. Moving on to the regular agenda. First is going to be the Community Engagement Impact Report.
Thank you, President Stevens, members of the board. Again, I'm Stephanie Burdick, the Community Engagement Coordinator. I've been here for the past 10 months. This is primarily a department of one. However, I did have a marketing assistant this past summer and currently have an OJT student 12 hours a week. Today, I'd like to do a review of the department as well as the impact that the BPU and the city has had on the community. So the department itself is shared between the BPU and the city, and the responsibilities can basically be divided into two sections. First is documentation, design, and communication. This includes photo shoots and graphics for 15 different departments, the social media creation and management of multiple pages, including the BPU page, city, rec, and public safety. And it includes all of our print materials like the city calendar, rec guides, A-frames, and even stickers. The second section of this department is community engagement opportunities, and that includes sponsorships and donations, promotion at community events and volunteer events, things like parades and festival booths, and coordinating school engagement events. So first up is documentation. This would be all the photos that you see. Someone has to take them, and that's us. From fire trainings like hose drills and grain bin rescue to PR opportunities like Shop with a Hero, documenting daily life at the CBPU like our water guys in the lab or the electric department doing pole rescue trainings, climbing up in the bucket to get shots of hanging Rudolph, which everyone loved, spending a Sunday at the rec department's bass fishing tournament, or braving sub-zero temperatures for potential calendar photos like the one with this cute little squirrel. And I know there is a love-hate relationship in terms of squirrels and the BPU, but this one might be in the running for next year. All that to say, most of the photos that appear on social media or in our city calendar are because of this department. Additionally, designing and communicating is a huge task. We spent the year creating thousands of graphics to inform the public, from job postings to event maps and announcements, to election information, community engagement opportunities like our Toys for Tots drive, to rebate announcements, scam awareness information, which cropped up again last week, free Roku opportunities, 4th of July announcements, including ordinance reminders and safety tips from the fire department, outage alerts, and general information like this police badge that informed the public about Suicide Prevention Month. But we're not done yet, because the rec department requires a ton of graphics for their sports programming and special events like the Haunted Forest, Apple Fest, and Strawberry Fest. And of course, on a side note, we know Winterfest is just around the corner as well. For those of us who are 5-year-olds at heart, creating stickers like these are another creative piece that comes from this department. I loved making this badge for the police department to feature their new puppy. Also, the energy saving tips that we put on stickers, these were attached to light bulbs we donated to the food pantry and the monsters that we passed out for our school visits. You'll recall that riveting presentation back this fall. We also create all the flyers, posters, and A-frames for all the rec events, the rec activity guides, the city calendar. We are always designing and communicating, whether that's in print, social media, or on our website. And every once in a while, we're given a quirky outside-the-box task, like this detail painting for Kids Kingdom. For the record, I'm pretty sure the DMS guys were very grateful that they didn't have to do this portion of it, and Kayla and I did have a blast. This type of fun project mixes creativity with community outreach, which leads me to our second section of the responsibilities of community engagement, which is the community engagement opportunities. Last year, we awarded $25,000 in sponsorships and donations to 23 different organizations. Some of these organizations received funding for more than one event, but some of the organizations that received funding were the United Way, Beginnings Care for Life, the Interact Club with the ABC Challenge, Pansafia Academy, Tibbet Summer Theater, Coldwater High School, NHS, Athletic Boosters, City Fireworks, and more. Our employees spent 607 paid and unpaid hours participating in 74 different events, from staffing booths at Entertainment Under the Stars, to placing flags at the cemetery, to reading in schools, attending career day presentations, or presenting monster detectives to the area third graders, to leading fire station tours or participating in downtown and cemetery Earth Day cleanups, to staffing booths and selfie stations at Strawberry Fest and Apple Fest, which also included crafts for kids. Clearly, we are getting involved in the community. Additionally, we had 5 mutual aid calls, which included the fire department providing tornado aid and the electric department providing storm aid and hurricane aid down south. We received 9 awards this year, including Reliable Public Power, Michigan Green Communities Award, and the Community Engagement Department received 2 awards for excellence in public power communications for both print and digital and web and social media from the APPA. This department also coordinated several blood drives with the American Red Cross. We collected 119 units of blood last year, and this is a good reminder that our next drive is coming up on January 28th, so you can feel free to sign up for that. I'm really most proud of how generous our employees are, though. This year, they personally raised and donated over $10,000 to various causes like breast cancer awareness, Toys for Tots, the food pantry, and various local organizations and efforts through payroll deduction with the United Way. As you can see, we have been busy this year documenting and informing our community, getting involved and making an impact on our community and beyond. And on a personal note, I want to thank you for this opportunity the past 10 months. I have very much enjoyed getting to know the crews at the CBPU and the city of Coldwater. And as a side note, I would just like to say that I will always say yes to going up in a bucket truck or busting out my paintbrushes for a special project.
Any questions for Stephanie?
No, she's making
Thank
us
you.
look good.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing a great job. Next, is there any public comment? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business and the director's report.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. We'll start off with the PCA. So this month's PCA is 0.00472 and 0.00486 for secondary meters. The current pricing is a little bit of an uptick with the colder temperatures moving in. Currently, the next 6 months are looking at $3 and $3.60. And there's really nothing going out further because they're not 100% sure how this cold snap is going to affect future temperature or future pricing. We anticipate that the price of power is going to go up as the price of natural gas goes up as well. On a personnel side, Ryan Thompson has accepted the open position as a new network technician. Ryan graduated from Coldwater High School and has been working in the RV industry for the past 10 years. With Ryan's knowledge and experience of working in the RV industry and stuff, we believe that he's going to be a great fit for our organization, and Ryan will start on Monday, January 6th. We want to congratulate Corey Post for getting his S2 certification in the water department, as well as Eric Heine and Alex Centur for getting their S4 certifications as well. On a sad note, Howard Jenkins, our safety service coordinator, has resigned his position effective tomorrow. That's been about 2 weeks ago. We want to wish him the best in his future endeavors. Stephanie has already stole a little bit of this thunder, but we had a large outpouring for Toys for Tots from our employees and the city, between the city of Coldwater and the BPU and the Steel Workers Union Local 14178. We donated $475 and 4 overflowing carts of toys to local children this year. For Keith, Citizens Academy is coming up. Friday, January 17th is the last day to sign up. However, I'm sure that may be extended if we don't have the number of residents required for that. The program will be starting on February 6th and run through consecutive weeks on Thursday evenings. As always, you guys are more than welcome to come and sit through any of the sessions that you would like. The BPU sessions, we'll make sure to get those out to you and let you know when they are and the locations if you would like to join. Winterfest is coming January 25th at Heritage Park from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Live wood carving demonstrations, horse-drawn wagon rides, sled dog demonstrations, food trucks, and other events. And of course, the Kiwanis cardboard sled racing. Hill will be from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. And if there's any board member that wishes to ride in a sled, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to make you one. Just let us know so we can get you down the hill. Lastly, Chris and I had met with the individuals going to be working on our strategic planning. What they would like to do is they'd like to do a couple 4-hour sessions with the board. So what I would like you to do, don't need any answers tonight, but just think about what works best for you. Is it a morning? Is it an afternoon? Is it a split type thing? And what day of the week works best? Is a 3 to 7, a 4 to 8, or an 8 to noon? What works best in your work schedule? So just please let us know. I know Nikki will be sending out some information as we move along, but if we can get at least that portion of it set up, we'll move forward. And we're looking at a beginning, and then we'll do the middle portion of it, and then an end to wrap it all up. So just please think about that and let us know. And with that, there's a couple APPA mutual aid commendations that we got for our work that we did during Hurricane Helene and Milton. So please read those at your convenience. And with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Okay. The date of the next meeting?
Wednesday, February 5th.
Any questions before we adjourn? See you none, we're adjourned.
I know, right?